It's time to make sales selfless again. Here's sales hack number 2 and exactly how you can do that. The biggest aspect that you have to understand when you're selling someone, it is not about you. It is about the other person. So leaning in to understand what we call this in sales, the discovery aspect, to learning about who they are, what makes them tick, what pain points they have, and that way you can solve their problem, which at the end of the day, sales is about solving a problem. It's about serving. If you can't sell, you can't serve. This reminds me of a time in my early sales days. I'm talking about fresh out of college. We're talking about 1 month into my sales career. I'm super green, wet behind the ears. I was excited. I just moved to LA and I was selling an internship program for college kids. And I went through my initial training. I got my script and there I was as my manager let me run loose for my first sales opportunity. And I will never forget one of my first sales calls. It was definitely probably in the first month, probably even in the first 2 weeks. And I was nervous. My palms were sweating. I was doing cold call outreach. You could probably hear my voice quiver, if you will. And this gentleman picks up. He worked for a PR firm in LA, and I was pitching him on the idea to take our interns and really buy into our internship program that we could source and vet. And as I start, going into the script, never did I once ask him about him and what his needs are, what his intern hiring process is. I mean, not at all. I did zero discovery. And as I start, word vomiting over the next 5 minutes, I'm shaking. I'm just literally reading line for line from the script. Finally, after 5 minutes, he's probably thinking, what the hell is going on right now? He just interjects and so polite and so kind. He said, can I ask you something? Are you reading a script right now? And like a lightning bolt through my body, I was so embarrassed. Obviously, I was probably not discreet by any stretch of the imagination. He's heard being in a PR firm so many pitches before. It was just so embarrassing. And he took a second and he's like, hey, I want to give you some coaching. First and foremost, I get it. I understand you have a great program. I might be interested in working together, but taking a step back, you have to understand this is not about you. It's about me as the person that you're trying to sell. So you need to understand where I'm coming from, what my current hiring needs are. Have I had interns? What your process is? Make it about me, aka the consumer. And if you do that, that mental flip will make all the difference in the sales process. So from that day forth, I realized that the biggest aspect of being successful in sales, and it's counterintuitive, it's not about you, it's not about your product, it's not about your service, it's about them, the person that you were looking to serve. And if you come in with a curiosity mind frame, a detective mind frame in every particular sales experience, understanding what makes this organization tick, what makes this person tick, what's their pain points, what's the problem that you can solve for them, and if you literally hone in and listen to them, discover where they're at and what pain points you can resolve, you will be exponentially more successful in your sales career.